Hi everybody, welcome to BeYouTooFul Vlogcast. I'm so grateful that you guys stopped by to come and kick it with me. I'm your girl Kitty, and today we have a really dope show in store, so please do not go to another channel. Stick with me and we're gonna have some fun. First we're gonna start off in the kitchen. We're gonna get it popping in there. And what's cooking? We have a Kitty's chicken shrimp paella, a one pan dish for the whole family that's really good. It's a Spanish cuisine, and I think that everyone can enjoy this dish. So we'll get that popping in the kitchen, get that recipe on and popping, and you can go to www.beyoutooFul.com and get it later on after the show. And we're going to take it to the sofa, have some catch up, and we're going to talk about relationships today. So something very small but controversial. So we're not talking about the relationships in a whole, but something controversial that has been putting a dampening on dating or maintaining or finding love. Let's just say it like that, finding love, okay? So don't go to another channel, stick with me. We're about to get the show started. Hey there, beautifuls. We are in the kitchen and we are about to get that chicken shrimp paella popping, okay? So here are your ingredients that you are going to need for this one pot dish, good for the entire family, even the kids will love, okay? You're gonna definitely need you some olive oil, about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. You're gonna need you a half of an onion, peeled and chopped. You're gonna need your garlic, about 2 cloves minced, okay? You're gonna need fresh parsley minced. You're gonna need some ground turmeric here. You're gonna need some instant chicken bouillon, about 1 cube. You're gonna need 4 ounces of chicken breast. You're gonna need some green, red, orange, and yellow peppers. Yes, sliced and diced. No, not diced, just sliced. You can dice them though, if that's how you prefer to eat them. Okay. You need 8 ounces of tomato sauce. You need 1 teaspoon of sugar. You're gonna need salt and pepper to taste, obviously, and you're gonna need 2 cups of long grain rice, 4 cups of water, and you're going to need about 10 pieces of jumbo shrimp. Okay, so that is your ingredients. Let's get started. All right, so turn on your stove top. It's about medium low. And add about 2 teaspoons of olive oil to your pan. About 2 teaspoons of olive oil to your pan, and add the onion and the garlic and the parsley. So add your onion and your garlic and your parsley to the dish. Stir it up and let that saute so the onions are translucent. And once your onion and parsley and garlic is sauteed for about 2 minutes, you want to add 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, and a whole cube of chicken bouillon to the dish, and stir. And stir it up and let that mixture get real mixed and good up in there. Okay? Let the turmeric get all over the onion, all over the garlic, all over the parsley, as well as the chicken bouillon. And so, chicken bouillon cube they have it in the packet powder if you want that, but you can use the cube, which I would prefer, and just stir it in there. It will cook down as it goes. Okay, let that do its thing. stir it up. And after you stir it up, it smells so good. After you stir it up, guys, add your chicken and your peppers. Stir it up and let this cook for about 5 minutes. And so after letting this cook for 5 minutes, your chicken, your peppers, your onions, your parsley, after letting that cook for just 5 minutes, now go ahead, add your tomato sauce. Add your tomato sauce. A half teaspoon of sugar. Some pink Himalayan salt. Some pepper. Just a pinch. You want to add your rice. Stir that up. Stir that up, baby. Two cups of rice. Okay. And then you want to add your 4 cups of water. Okay. After you pour your water, you bring it to a boil. You let it boil on a medium-low heat. Okay, you guys, and so now that our dishes is boiling, everything is boiling, the rice, the chicken, the peppers, the parsley, the onion, the garlic, and the tomato sauce, and the sugar, and everything is all boiled up. You're just going to turn your heat to low, cover it, and let it simmer for 10 whole minutes. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go to another channel. We'll be right back to finish up our paella. And then we're going to take it to the sofa and have some cat chats. I can't wait, you guys. Don't go to another channel. After you let it simmer for about 10 minutes. Ooh, look at that. After you let it simmer for, give it a quick stir so nothing sticks to the bottom of the pot. Yeah. Food makes me happy. Food makes us all happy. It brings us all together. And I thank God for it. It smells so delicious. I know my children are going to love it. I'm going to make them a side of beans. Some small red kidney beans, and they're going to freaking love it. Okay? After you let that simmer for 10 minutes and give it a quick stir, you can go ahead and add a little salt, little pepper to your shrimp. I like to add it right before I put it to the pot because for some reason seafood gets it really absorbs the seasoning. So tail on, 10 jumbo shrimp. Go ahead and throw it in the pot. Throw it in the pot. Oh Lord Jesus. Okay, cover that baby up and let that simmer for 10 more minutes, and then we're going to come back and check on it. Okay, guys, and after the 10 minutes, we let everything simmer up. The shrimp is in there, the chicken is in there, everything is in there, just cooking its way up. And now we're down to the last bit, and this is what it looks like. Yum, yum, yummy. And I hardly could wait to dig in. It smells really, really good. The rice is tender. The chicken is cooked all the way through. The shrimp is curled up in fetal position, so we know it's done. And so we're just going to add just a tad bit of salt, not a lot of it. And a tad more bit of pepper, not a lot of it. Just for taste. We're going to go ahead and turn that off and let it do its thing. So that, you guys, is our recipe, my recipe that I share with you guys, how I cook a chicken and shrimp paella, a one pot dish, good for the entire family. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe, and share your comments with me about how, if you tried this dish, if you made it yourself, and how it tastes. And if you usually make this dish at home, and give me some tips and some pointers of what I can do brand new with this dish right here. Okay, you guys? So now we're about to take it to the couch and get some cat chat popping. Okay? Yeah, let's see what your thoughts is about what today's topic is. Breaking the cycle in dating. We're back. We're here on the sofa. We're going to have a little bit of cat chat right now. And today's topic is definitely dating. The struggles of dating. And we're not going to really talk about dating overall. It's just a specific topic that we're going to address while we munch on some of this chicken shrimp paella that we just made in the kitchen. Okay? All right. So I know I'm single right now, and I'm a little bit iffy about getting back on the dating scene. I want to. I've tried. I realized that I'm really just not ready, and yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of reasons why. I know. I'm a black girl from New York, and we're very stereotyped, especially a black woman, very stereotyped, and it's really hard finding love in the hood. And you wouldn't think so. So many people are like dating, in relationships, right? But they very seldomly work out, especially in the black community. So I don't know if I really want to get back on the dating scene, but I do want to talk about a few things, a few stereotypes, or I don't even know if stereotype is the right word to use, but a few things that, I see a lot go on in dating. And I'm not going to just say it's in the black community, but I know for certain that it's in a lot of with wealthy men and not so wealthy men and women. So I was in the barbershop, right? Let's just get right to it. I was in the barbershop getting ready for my Caesar, and I was sitting there, I was waiting, and it was this guy, this kid. He had to be like 17 years old, the oldest, like 17 years old. And his mom, he was in the seat. His mom was in the seat right there. And you could tell that they're regulars because they're just joking and talking and whatsoever with the, I forgot my towel. I forgot my little lap towel. With the barbers. And so one guy was, joking on the young boy, the 17-year-old boy that was in the seat getting his hair cut. And the mom, the guy who was cutting the mom hair and the guy who was cutting the boy's hair, they both were, joking on the boy that was getting his hair lined up. So, the conversation came up. He like, yeah, he got to get cute or whatever. He got to get clean. Like, they was like, leave him alone or whatever. He got to get cleaned up for his girlfriend. So his mother, she got a little frustrated. She twisted up her face a little bit. And she was like, he ain't got no money for no girlfriend. And boom, right in my mind, like something exploded right in my mind. I got a little bit offended. I didn't like that she said that. And it made me a little bit uncomfortable. But it rose the controversial topic that I wanted to talk about today. I don't really have a title for it. It's just straight up breaking the cycle in dating when it comes to money. And it's like, all right, I heard it. A lot of guys grow up thinking like they got to be big ballers to get a woman. And a lot of women feel like, they got to put their punani out there to maintain a dude. And it's sad to say. It's sad to watch and sad to think. It kind of affected me a lot of my relationships because a lot of them melted in here. A lot of guys will look at me and think that I will only be with them because of their money or be with them because of their financial situation or whatever the case may be. I grew up around a lot of the girls that I do know. No shade towards them. That's just their preference. They prefer a guy with some money in their pocket, and ain't nothing wrong with wanting your man to be, financially stable. But if your man didn't have no money, so I'm making a mess. If your man didn't have any money and he was broke or he wasn't, big ballin', would you still deal with him? And a lot of females wouldn't deal with a guy who doesn't have a lot of money. And a lot of guys, who don't have a whole bunch of money, they feel a little bit inferior to a guy who does have a bunch of money. And sometimes a guy who does have a lot of money doesn't really trust women like that they really are with them for them. And so when the mother said that inside the barbershop to the guys about her son, it offended me because I realized our mothers and fathers are the ones who's actually teaching us that this is okay. And it's being passed down to generation to generation to generation to generation into generation. And so today I wanted to talk about just breaking the cycle completely because I'm raising a daughter. The last thing I want her out there is acting like she ain't got no sense. So about, he broke, he ain't got no money. You know what I mean? And not looking at the worth of a man. A man's financial status is not his worth. That's just his financial status. And I don't want my son, being bamboozled by some female or flipping his money around like that's the reason why he should have a woman in his life. And because I'm from the hood, and a lot of I'm going through a divorce right now. I know my husband's probably going to kill me, but I'm going through a divorce right now. And one of his arguments with me, when we have an argument about why we not, we end up arguing about stupid stuff. And he just be like, oh, I know what I did for you, and I took care of this, and I took care of that. And it's offensive because I'm like, bro, I'm not for sale. And if you think buying a pair of shoes or buying me a bag or because you had money and you was financially, taking care of your part of the family, your part of the table, bringing your part of the money to the table, you think that I was supposed to stay with you because of that. And a lot of guys feel like that. They feel like their money could justify or secure a relationship. Like, you got to be with me because I got money, or I bought you this and I bought you that, and I put you in the flyest this and I put you in this car and I put you in that car and da-da-da-da. Like, bro, that don't mean you could go around sleeping with Jane, Jill, and Jessica. You understand what I'm saying? That don't mean that you could leave me alone all types of days and not seeing you and not hearing from you. That don't justify nothing. And it kind of put a dampen on relationships because a lot of guys, a lot of guys really genuinely think like that, and females too. Because it's not just that, it's females are taught at a certain age, like, as long as you got a vagina, you should never be broke. And I don't think that we should be teaching our daughters that. I don't think we should be teaching our daughters, as long as you got a vagina, you should never be broke. And I don't think we should be teaching our sons, you need to have enough money to be able to have a girl. Because once, we get into these relationships, now we have these expectations from each other. Excuse me. Y'all, this is so good. The chicken. Excuse me. Don't go to another channel. This is really good. Let me taste this real quick. You guys gotta try this. You gotta go to www.beautiful.com and get the recipe for this. This is really good. Okay. Excuse me. So, with a real woman who is trying to maintain a household, raise her children, love her husband, and do the best that she can to keep the foundation solid under God in her household, ain't no amount of money in the world that's going to make her stay with you if you acting like you ain't got no sense in the street. And vice versa for the ladies. Like, for a real man, You're gonna have to have more than vagina. Bringing the vagina to the table. For a real woman, you're gonna have to have more than just money. And I'm one of those people, like, because you know what it is? This is a day and age where women can get up and go get their own job. Women could do something, they could bake a cake and go sell it for $25. I've done it. A tray of lasagna, go sell it for $50. I've done it. You understand what I'm saying? There's ways that I can go and make money without having to put my nana out there, using my hands and using my mind, and go make some money to take care of me and my kids. And it shouldn't be like that, but don't think that because you got a couple of dollars, I'm gonna be all over you throwing myself, because and that separates different type of women. There's women who's like that and there's men who's like that. But I think that for the benefit of our children's future, that we need to have a different mindset about this topic, because I feel like it's going too far. Like I'm tired of that. It got to a point, and I hate to say this out loud, it got to a point where I was in here crying and I was telling God, like, I don't want to be with a black man. I don't want to be with a black man. But I realize it's not just black men. Like, I don't want to be with a man who feels like he got money, he got a good hustle, he pays the bills, he helped keep you fly, he got money, so I should stay with him despite everything else that he may be putting me through. And it really is conflictive, because when you're trying to make your point to that man, or we're just going to talk about this situation, but then we'll shift to the women. Like, when you're trying to make your point to that man, you looking like, boy, you got to have a little bit of something else. You got to be able to provide for me spiritually. You have to be able to provide for me mentally and emotionally, physically, socially, not just financially. For real. You're going to have to be able to come through with a little bit of something in every area. And if you don't know how, let's learn together. You understand what I'm saying? And the same thing with women. It becomes a struggle with men. A real man and a woman who think that because she got good nana, that he should be all over her. He should be on her back, his back. You know what I mean? Like, just all 100% on top of her because she got a good vagina. And she put it on him, or she know how to give a good blowjob. And a real man is looking at you like, Mom, what can you provide for me mentally? What can you provide for me emotionally and spiritually? Like, you can't, don't think that you just going, because soon as that man or that woman run into somebody who can provide in every area, it's over. And then here you go feeling insecure or overcompensating because you think that you got a nice body, a good vagina, and good head game, and now you can have any dude you want out there. You a bad bee. Or I'm making this many figures, I'm driving this type of car, and I'm a handsome man. I can have it. You know what I mean? Come on. We got to come through a little bit harder. And I think that it starts with us as parents. I think that at some point we have to be able to teach our sons. Not that, because that's what she said to her. It said to her son, he ain't got enough money for no girlfriend. And I'm saying to myself, like, that's not what you teach your son. You teach your son that you need a career and to be financially stable to take care of your family. You don't teach your son that, you need money to get a girl. Because money can get any girl out here. You understand what I'm saying? But a man knows, I need a job, I need a career, and I need to be financially stable to make sure the bills is paid, the kids got new shoes, food is in the refrigerator, not to maintain some chick. That's not why you need money. Okay? And I think at some point we need to stop telling our daughters, as long as you got a vagina, you should never be broke. You should tell her, as long as you have wisdom and knowledge, your 2 hands and your 2 feet, and you are able to get up and go out there and get an education and a job, you should never lack. And that's what we should start to teach our children and break the cycle in this, because we grow up into these adults and we start looking for the relationship, and now the daughter's looking for a dude with money. She don't care if he's stupid. She don't care if he don't love God. She don't care if he's emotionally broken and mentally broken. She don't care about none of that. As long as he got a couple of dollars, we should be good. That don't make no sense. Same thing with a dude. As long as I got a couple of dollars, as long as I got a nice car, I'm that nigga. No. You gonna pick up this bad chick and all she gonna do is drain you out of all your money because she gotta have the flyest hair, she gotta have the flyest shoes, she gotta have the flyest clothes, she gotta be the baddest of the mall on the block. You understand what I'm saying? And then when you need some emotional support, where's she at? When you need some mental support, where's she at? When you need some spiritual support, like she not even talking to God on your behalf. What you doing? You understand what I'm saying? So at some point, we have to begin to teach our brothers and our sisters, our sons and our daughters, a new way, a brand new cycle. Okay? And overall, my advice is, instead of telling your son or your brother, yo, you gotta get that money. You gotta get that money if you want a girl. Let him know you need a career and you need a job. You need a career to be able to maintain a family when you decide to make one and build one. And don't teach your daughter, as long as you got a vagina, you should never be broke. Teach her, as long as you get your education, you have your 2 hands and your 2 feet, knowledge and wisdom and understanding. Because knowledge is not enough. Wisdom alone is not enough. You have to have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And as long as you continue to mold, seek after that with your 2 hands and your 2 feet, you should never lack. Choose your spouse not based off of how good they look or how much money they got. Choose your spouse based on who they are as a person, even if you decide to grow with them. Have a conversation, see where their mind is at, see where their emotion is at, see where their spirit is at. If y'all not on the same page, do not get involved. You understand? So that's my advice. I really, really, really wanted to talk about that because I'm quite tired of, especially after it's all said and done. Now I gotta sit and hear about everything that you did for me. But boy, that don't mean I gotta stay with you. Or, and not just, I use myself as an example because I can't use nobody else's life as an example. And this is no shade towards anybody that I dated because they were good, but they weren't able to provide spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. They might have been able to provide financially without a problem. But when sis needed some emotional support, I was left in the dust. When I needed some mental support, I was left in the dust. When I needed my man to come and pray with me. He don't even think about God. You understand? He's just thinking about getting to this money. And we live in a get to the bag generation. I understand that. But at some point, we got to get to the altar too and pray. At some point, we got to get to, an emotional level where we can talk and we can converse and we going to look up, we going to get books and articles and stuff where we can read together, where we can become better mentally and emotionally as well. I think some potatoes would have went really good in this dish. But you guys, let me know what your thoughts are about this topic, breaking the cycle with the mentality, the way we think when we're looking for our spouse, when we're looking for somebody that we love. And what do you think about us teaching our sons and our daughters a new way? Because this has been going on and on and on for years. And now it's the hour of unlearning to relearn. You understand what I'm saying? So, I don't know, because I'm going to teach my son, you better watch out for these ladies because they try to get you. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want my daughter feeling like, because she's a beautiful woman and that she may be able to make love to her man real, real good, that he needs to be on his knees at all times, This tea is so good. This is Yogi Vanilla Spice Perfect Energy Tea, you guys. Tea is so good. Yeah, I think it needs to be, the cycle needs to be broken. Share your thoughts on this topic. Hashtag BYTF, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook. Follow me, you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow my channels on Spotify and SoundCloud as well to hear the latest topics that I talk about here on the show. Today we talk about breaking the cycle in the way we thinking and looking for our spouse. I love you so much, you guys, for tuning in with me. coming and kicking with me here on BeYouTooFul. I'm your girl Kitty, and until next time.